We are at halftime mga kaibigan as Sandy Coffee enjoys a slim 2-point margin over the Meralco Bolts, 44-42 in the first two quarters. Really an action-packed event dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. The first quarter definitely belonged to the Meralco Bolts with their hot start and were able to limit Sandy Coffee to only 17 points, but the second quarter was a different story altogether. Rather di malipad, kasama po si Coach Eric Reyes habang hihimayin na natin, Coach Eric, ang mga kaganapan dito sa first two quarters.
Well, actually, Rato, it was actually a tough first quarter. Nakala nga natin it's going to be another game number 2 in the making for Sandy Coffee because it was a hot start by the Meralco Bolts.
Well, itong si Mike Cortez, seasoned hot. Nagkapupul agad ng tres ito, pero tulog din itong si Mario West, who was equally as hot with his penetration move. But the first quarter, scoring wise, nagpakita talaga itong si Mike Cortez. And this time, makikita naman ako ng import open for the 3-point shot. At hindi lamang sila naka-score ng 22 points. They were able to limit Sandy Coffee to only 17.
So nice start again by the Meralco Bolts, but ang critical talaga dito is the foul story as we see all those players who are playing critical roles for their teams. So second chance points, I was expecting Meralco to come up on top, pero bumawi naman dito sa Sandy Coffee, making up for those second chance points that they missed out in the first two games.
Well, si Mark Pingris, gaya po yung nakita, nakakuha ng tatlong maagang personal. Yung third, medyo masakit pa dahil tinamaan siya sa mukha. Pero yun ang nagsilbing parang inspirasyon dito sa kupunan ng Sandy Coffee when their backward players in Alex Malyari and Mark Baroka showed up in the second quarter where they tallied a 27-point quarter, outscoring Meralco 27-20.
Well, you know, those are the guys who yung sinabi mga Baroka and Malyari, but the key to me is really the free throws of Blakely, and that 6 of 6 is something na bihira natin makita, and that's also the reason nakatulog yung po yun kung bakit nakabalik dito sa ating laro ang Sandy Coffee aside from the exploits of Baroka and Malyari.
But still, this is a low-scoring ball game and a three-pointer greeting us here in the third quarter. That's courtesy of Sunday Salvacion, who now has 5 points. Lead is back with Meralco instantly with a triple. Mark Ping is back in the game. Makikita niya ito si Joe Devans going one-on-one against a smaller Jared Dillinger, who was forced to give up that foul, his second. Erica Padilla has a story on what happened on the dugouts of both teams during halftime.
As for Coach Ronnie, they have to do better daw pagdating sa rebounds and contain din daw the guards as they are creating well for Sandy Coffee Mixers and stay away from foul trouble kahit alam nilang nadodominahan sila ng mas matatangkad na players ng kabila, and make sure to make it a low-scoring game. Para naman sa ating Sandy Coffee Mixers, sabi ni Coach Richard, they're happy with their rebounding and offense the first half. They've been attacking not settling only with jump shots, but they still have to look out for the shooters of Meralco by maintaining their good defense. Balik sa inyo.
Depensa at depensa pa rin ang gustong pagtuunan ng magkabilang kupunan. As nakita po natin si James Yap nakascore ng 2 puntos but was unable to complete the 3-point play. Mintis pa yan para sa kupunan ng Meralco. Babalik sa Sandy Coffee. Stop by 1 point, 46-45. Nawawala ni Mark Baroka yung bola. So yung mga ganyang turnover, yan din ang iniiwasan. Because those numbers on the turnover side has been very crucial in this series.
Lalong-lalo na for Sandy Coffee in game number 2. Natalo sila because you had 22 turnovers in that ball game, which actually translated to a lot of turnover points for Meralco. In this game, of course, that was 1 turnover by Baroka. Nabitawan niya yung bola, but he has made up for that, especially with his great performance in the first half.
And another turnover, nakuha naman ang kupunan ng Meralco. As another miss, ang binigay nitong si Mark Baroka. Pagkakataon na naman ng Meralco. Mario West, takbo, sumalubog, 2 beses nasa malan. Isang tira. So that's the respect on Mario West. Ito sa kanyang atake, 3 sumalubog sa kanya. May unang tapik, may pangalawa pa. But that time, Jared Dillinger sumagot naman ng 3-pointer for his 5th point of the game. At balik yung 2 puntos sa kalabangan for the Meralco Bolts. James, nakita si Baroka. Ibabalik kay Mark. Pempreno. Ang kanyang tira mintes at ang rebound. Pag-aagawan pa ng 2 taga Meralco. Finally handled by Reynald Hugnatan. West makikita si Dillinger. Earlier had one 3-pointer. Pabalikin Mario West. Super Mario, hang time, malakas, and rebound goes to Mark Baroka. Kakaripa si Mark Baroka, nakita si Pingris. Who will slam it home?
Good trail job by Mark Pingris. Ito si Mark Baroka, kung saan tumitingin, naghahanap talaga ng trailer. E nakita naman niya si Pingris dito sa parating on the left side.
Pagkapangalan yata kayo, madaling magkakindatan. Yung pag-drive doon ni Mark Pingris. Kita-kita ni Baroka. Dillinger, siya naman ang aatake. The daredevil move. Mintis yan, makuha ni James. Yap, balik kay Blakely. Pabalik kay James. Will attack once again with the one-hander. Pasok yung kanina, mabibitis. Offensive rebound kanya pa rin. At yung tip ni Jody Vance will count. Although bagay napatigil si Reyna Lugnata, nakala niya may pito ron eh.
Actually, they froze Meralco. Nakita mo after the offensive rebound by James Yap. Hindi kumuha ng rebound. Akala nga nila may foul. It froze them. Pero itong si Jody Vance was still there, keeping the ball alive.
50-48. Both teams actually not liking this one dahil unti-unti nang umaangat yung scoring nila. Meaning yung kanilang depensa nagkakakulangan na, pero offensive foul ang makikita ng ating mga referees. Sunday Salvacion ang kanilang nakita. Bakalwa yun para dito kay Sunday Salvacion habang nakita natin yung pagsalampak na yan ni Mark Pingris. At ito sa inyo ng Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Rouse the rider in you. Baroka signaling play. Number 5. Looking for some movement. Nakita niya sa poste si Mark Pingris. Libre si Blakely. Tresyon. Pumasok!
You know, his shots today, he's more relaxed when he takes his shots. Nakita natin yun in the first half with his free throws. Ngayon naman, yung 3-point shot from the right corner.
And this is the biggest lead for Sanmi Coffee. Now enjoying a 5-point ball game. 53-48. Mario West with 5 seconds. He has to attack. Kick out. Jared for 3. Malakas. Makukuha muli. Ito si James Yap. Mark Baroka slowing things down. Babalik sa kanya si Mark Pingris. Baroka on the attack. Jody Vance pulls up and connects.
Jody Vance, those are the things that were missing in game number 2. Now they have the luxury of having Jody Vance hit it also from the outside.
Now an 8-point lead for the Coffee Mixers. 56 for Sunmig, 48 for Meralco. In the first quarter, Sunmig Coffee struggling with their points. They picked up in the second, but in this third quarter, they are sizzling hot and they're using their great rebounding, out-rebounding Meralco for the first time in the series, 35-23.
Well, actually, nagigisusi yun, Rado. Of course, game number 1 was different. Meralco still winning the rebounds. But in this game, kontrolado ng Sunmig Coffee ang rebounds. And we've seen it. You know, the most important thing is lalong-lalo na sa offensive rebounds because they're limiting yung offensive rebound game ng Meralco Bolt.
And not just the big men, Eric, no? Nakikita natin James Yap, Mark Baroka helping out in the rebounding chores of the Sunmig Coffee. Kaya naman, ang laki na ng alamangan nila dito sa rebounding at sa puntos. This is their biggest lead of the game with an 8-point lead as Blakely commits his third personal foul. On the side of Meralco, they posted as much as 10 points pero nung first half po yan, ngayong second half, ito, Sunmig Coffee na ang namamayani. John Wilson, pinali pa yung kanyang layup, pumasok for his 5th point in the game.
You know, if John Wilson is the punto si John Wilson, kailangan, you know, despite playing with 4 personal fouls.
James, nagiinita dito sa third quarter but opting to pass to Mark Pingris. Against Reyna Lugnata, Mark Pingris misses. Makukuha naman ni Mike Cortez. Kumakaripas against 4 defenders. Mapapapreno si Jared. Fakes going to the left. Hindi mamasa pa pero makukuha ni Mario West who puts it back.
You know, that's going to be big kasi nakikita mo itong si Blakely normally humahabol ng supalpal and that's the only time na nakakakuha ng offensive rebound dito ang Meralco.
Mike Cortez was actually forced to give up that foul to give the attention dito kay Mario West who I think lost his contacts. Oo. Nakita ba niya? Wala nakita. Hindi pa niya naman nakita
So
yun.
wala sa alignment.
So in-adjust naman po ng konti. Balik tayo sa ball game. At Sandvik still has the momentum here in the third. James Yap getting the contact. No Kogo. Jody Vance attacks. Quintes. Kanya pa rin ang rebound. At yan ang kwento ng ating ball game ngayon.
There are a lot of rebounding, a lot of rebound work ang ginagawa dito na Sandvik Coffee, and that's the reason why they're up by 6.
And we've pointed that out, even before the game started, na yun ang ginagamit po ng Meralco, the rebounding. Not only rebounding, the offensive rebounding, but in this game, it's all Sandvik Coffee when it comes to the tally on the board. Pasa kay Reyna Lugnata na second remaining. Wala na, hindi na nakareact yung mga taga-Meralco. No communication as of yet doon sa kanilang huling play.
Nawawala yung ano nila nawawala yung pag-setup nila ng kanilang opensa, lalong-lalo na pag nawala kay Mario West yung bola. And that last play, they didn't even know na paubusan rin yung shot clock.
Marcus Blakely. Nakita si Baroka. Baroka using the pick of Mark Blakely. Medyo tres na! Kapit na kapit!
This guy is actually playing very well. Binaliktad na nga yung role ni Tim Cohn. Siya nga yung pinag-start in this ballgame.
11 points for Mark Baroka at 9 na puntos ang kalamangan ng Sandvik Coffee. Yan po ang pinakamalaking kalamangan nila dito sa ating laban. Aatake si Mario West. Nakita si Ugata, nasabol! Ipinali niya dahil nasa harapan niya itong si Jody Vance. But on the second line of defense, a big swat ang ibinigay sa kanya nito si Marcus Blakely.
Blakely has been doing this a lot in this game.
And that defensive stop brought to you by Pressure Break Fluid. For superior breaking action and safety, nasa mabuting kang kamay. At ito si Cliff Hodge. Nanakawa na, may counter still pa siya. Nakompleto pa yung fast break play to chop the lead of Sandvik down to 7. Blakely, 1-1 against Mario West. Mintes. Buti nakaligtas pa siya sa warding off foul. Pero Mario West, naku, hawak-hawak yung kanyang balikan doon after that foul by Jody Vance. Not really a good news para sa kupunan ng Meralco Boys na sila pa naghahabol sa puntong ito ng ating laban. Madali pong explika doon sa expression itong si Mario West kung gaano kasakit yung kanyang iniinda ron.
Namilipit talaga siya. You saw him. Napahiga siya, and of course that's going to be crucial, lalong-lalo na if you don't have Mario West with 100%.
Si Coach Ronnie at saka si Coach Pat, kahit si Coach Ryan Gregorio, bukap, parang isa sinasabi, wag sana.
Oo naman, lalo na, I mean, lalo na for this game, actually Mario West is kumanda pa nga yung kanyang opensa.
Ito, makikita po natin yung contact doon. Actually, shoulder to shoulder ang nagkabanggaan doon. Ayun, no?
No, pero yung bangga nandun sa may rear, rear part of the shoulder.
The foul was called on Jody Vance. Kita mo naman, the pain being experienced there by Mario West. Naku, kailangan po siyang sprayan. Hindi po pintura yung in-spray sa kanya. Painkiller.
Painkiller, yes. Parang ice yun Malamig yung magiging epekto. But look at this. Mario West still grimacing in pain. Parang hindi niya maikalaw yung balikat no?
Naku, at hindi lang iupo. Mukhang ididiretso sa dagat itong si Mario West. The fans of Orange here in Smart Araneta Coliseum. Also the face of being so worried. As Coach Ryan Gregorio and Jody Vance exchanging some words. Hindi lang po natin maintindihan kung ano kanilang pinagpalitan yan habang nakikita natin si Mario West dire-diretso po sa dugout. A timeout being called by Coach Ryan Gregorio, down by 7 points. 61-54, though it would only be a 30-seconder. Marcus Blakely nakikipag-usap dito sa bench. So, ang level po ng emotions, although that could seemingly be an ordinary foul, pero yung epekto doon, sa import yung mawawala sa'yo.
Mabigat kasi doon, itong si Mario West had to be brought to the locker room for further check on what really happened on the shoulder. Pero makikita natin, hindi pa rin niya maigalaw yung kanyang balikat. It's actually the right shoulder ang nabanggado ni Jody Vance right there.
He was actually tackled.
Hard bump. Hard bump. Ang laki rin ni Jody Vance. And It seems like talagang so far, check upin muna yun si Mario West in their dugout.
Pero bola po ng Meralco, although sila naghahabol dito. Kanina yung pagkakaroon ng higa nga, maraming problema ng Sandvik. Yun ang naging weapon nila para makabalik. Tingnan natin kung mag-respond din itong kupunan ng Meralco matapos mawala yung kanilang import due to a shoulder injury. Pero J.R. Reyes missing that attempt. Lalabas ang bola. Bola muli ng Sandvik Coffee with 4 minutes and 7 seconds here in the third quarter. Joe Devance, magpupula bigla ng tres. Nasa loob na, lumabas pa, makukuha ni Coolcat. Mike Cortez to Cliff Hodge. Hodge will attack. Bale, sapal na naman, makukuha ni Blakely. And Joe Devance, yan ang magbababa. Nakita si Mark Baroka. He will stop. Opting to pass, kick out to James. Ilalapit pa, and he will connect for two.
He went straight for a higher percentage at James Yap, reading that defense with a nice pull-up, but Cliff Hodge is actually still on the floor after another collision with Marcus Blakely.
We saw that collision. Talagang naabangan na naman siya sa itaas, ano? Yung double team of a defense, itong kupunan ng Sandvik Coffee, and he is also holding on to his shoulder.
Parang elbow. I think it's a right elbow. I believe nung bumagsak siya on the floor.
A lot of the Meralco balls may tama dito sa ating ball game na ito. Lalabas na po itong kanilang import, ha? Pero pagbagsak niya, natuunan niya yung kanyang kanang sigo dahil na rin sa bigat nung paparating na Marcus Blakely. That's painful. Yung pagbagsak pa lang niya ng kanan, masakit na. Nadaganan pa.
Natukuran niya. No? He actually had to land on that. But so far, still on the floor.
Pero kilala natin itong Cliff Hodge. Ito, pinagpag niya lang.
Pinagpag niya. But of course, that's going to be another thing that we really have to watch out for. Because of course, si Mario West is already in the dugout with a shoulder injury.
J.R. Reyes, ibabalik kay John Wilson. Mike Cortez hitting the three for his 8th point of the game.
Actually, it's going to be key for Meralco to just execute. Right now, 2 times down the floor, they executed. They move the ball very well and got some open shots out of that.
A lot of minutes remaining in this game, and it's only a 6-point ball game. Samantala, may pito na ating mga referees. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang action itong ating mga players. But the foul will actually be charged on Mike Cortez. Was actually trying to fight the pick being given by Mark English brother. Sandvik goes to James on the low blocks against John Wilson. Bendition, the dunk will not count, but John Wilson will collect his 5th personal foul. Maaga pa nasa foul trouble ito in the first half of play.
And that's the reason why James Yap was asking for the ball in the left low post. He knows, and actually James Yap the whole night has been very aggressive offensively.
And he'll go to the free throw line. Will miss. And that will also signal ang pagpasok po nito si Papa Ray Guevara. Kasama pa rin po natin dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum ang ating mga ulala, mahalang masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, panaman, mura at convenient kasi easy to open. Ulalam, ready to eat ulam. Para sa masa, mahal lang masa, ulalam. 15 pesos lang. Kapwa namin test ni James ang kanyang mga free throws. So ang ating score na nanatili 6 na puntos sa kalabangan ng Sandvik. 63-57. Mike Cortez na ipagpag si Baroka. Balik si Baroka. Pagbangon niya. Naipasa ng bola dito kay Reynel Lugnadan against Devan. Short jumper is good.
Simple lang yung mga galaw ng Meralco balls, but still very effective. Lugnadan. And of course, Mike Cortez. Kanina nakikita natin sila yung mga gumagawa.
Wala naman kailangan pagmadali. Haba pa ng ating laban. 2 minutes and 28. Third quarter pa lamang po tayo. The full quarter ahead of us. Mark Baroka really feeling it tonight.
Kumpiyansa ni Baroka ay napakataas, taking Mike Cortez one-on-one there in the left low post.
Hodge against Mark Big Breeze on the right side. 2 minutes and 8 seconds in the third quarter. Press for Mike Cortez, who also is feeling he has the hot hand tonight.
You know, he started out very well this ball game, pero yun na nga, alam niya wala si Mario West. He has to actually step up and provide now the points.
Ang bantayan ang dalawang matitinding mga point guard sa magkabilang kupunan. And a foul will be called on Mike Cortez. Mike Cortez doesn't like it. Kapareho, Nico Estrada and Gregorio, who in the sidelines been wincing, not really liking that call, because for Mike Cortez, yun ang kanyang pangatlo na personal foul. 65-62, tatlo pa rin po ang lamang ng Mike Cortez with a shuffle. Ibigay kay Cliff Hodge. Tres ang pinakawalan. Walang tinamaan yan. And ball goes out and gives the last chance in the third quarter to San Mig Coffee with 1.4 remaining. Jody Vance, itatapo na lang. Walang tinamaan at natapos ang ating pangatlong yugto. Lamang po ang San Mig Coffee, 66-64. Habang si Mike Cortez really starred sa payugtong ito para sa kapunan ng Meralco with 13 points and 8 points here in the third quarter. So dyan po natapos with San Mig Coffee on top by 2 as we